till further notice, maybe we need to be inside closer to the Wi-Fi router. So when you
It's toasty in here.
when you guys come in, we'd love to know what the sound is like.
How's it
what
look, Andy? Is it better?
What the picture looks like.
Really clear now, Justin said.
Okay. Good.
How's it look down where you're at, Dan and Matt? Better.
That was Justin Hellickson?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
Oh, come on, the view isn't the same. No, it's not.
that's for sure.
It's actually still blurry in and out. Sound is good. Well, sorry.
Okay.
Well, gosh darn it. We have stuff spread all over the house right now because we're redoing the bedroom / office. So,
Yeah. So
all right.
it's
So
still kind of
we'll
iffy.
just kind of keep going.
Okay, so I'm just gonna if this doesn't clear up, guys, this will be a quick one. But one thing I wanted to go over for sure was
Blurry.
kind of my priority. If you guys send bits in to me, and I know you guys can't see this, but it's a tube. Whenever you send bits back to me, whenever you're shipping them, be sure and use the tubes, whether they're the square ones like this, or whether the old round ones, whatever. But definitely use the tubes. Keep these tubes. The other thing is that the more you keep these bits clean, the better they're going to work. Now, you've seen videos of me cleaning the router bits, and I use a Dremel. But another, even just as good way to do it is just take some hot soapy water. This is just tap water with some dish soap in it. A little brass brush. This is just a cheap little brush you can get just about anywhere. Dip your bit in there, and literally it just takes a minute or so. And this thing, I normally do it right over the sink, but this actually will clean that bit really well. And if you do this on a regular basis, the bit will stay sharper longer. What really causes a bit to go dull fast is heat. And the more that it gets built up on there, the more stuff gets built up on there. You can still see a little burn, but you can't. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. But all of the buildup is now gone off of there. That is going to, and the reason this is burned is because it got hot, because there was buildup on there. And if you keep it clean, then it won't get hot, and the edge will stay on there longer. I've got to sharpen this, and but now all of that gunk and sap and all that stuff is off of there. So even when I'm out sharpening on my grinder, on my diamond wheel, I use water, not warm soapy water, just regular water, and it helps to get that stuff off there. So that's just a tip for you guys.
Darren Smith says, I love how Vicki lets Eric do all of this on the kitchen table. Yeah. Fortunately, he does not do this often, and it is washable.
Yeah, everything we got is pretty much tainted, so that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Hi, Tessa. Tessa made it.
Hey, Tessa. So definitely, if you're sending bits to me to get sharpened, if you're a premium member, sharpening is free. If you have our bits and you want me to sharpen them, it's just $7 a piece. But if you send them, definitely, if you have these little boxes, these boxes work great. But one way or the other, use the tubes or protect them somehow. Don't let them touch each other. I've gotten bits before where there was just a bunch of them in all together wrapped in a paper towel, and that is really dangerous. They could get broken really easily that way.
Justin Hellickson says, when you're making a larger sign, do you sometimes clean the bit partway through the sign?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, if I look at that bit halfway through and it's starting to get some buildup on there, absolutely, I will clean it anytime it's dirty. Sometimes I'll clean them before I ever start every sign. So absolutely, Justin, I'll do that, no doubt. So still blurry, I guess, huh?
Some say it's not, and video and sound good from California.
Huh. Okay.
Justin said his is good.
let me ask you guys a question here. When we're filming this, it's actually recording, because we're doing it with my iPhone. It's actually recording the whole video really clear, just like a regular video recording on my iPhone. Would you guys like to see me repost these on YouTube as a YouTube video? Because I could certainly do that. If you guys are interested in that, I know there are people here that don't necessarily see us all the time on YouTube, but I could definitely do that.
Tessa said it looks good where she's at.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you
Andy
guys
says yes.
you like that idea,
Justin says
Andy?
yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll work on that. I'll work on doing that, because
Yes.
I some of these actually are pretty informative, and we get really good interaction with you guys. So I'll try and do that. I think I can.
Everybody says yes.
Affirmative from everybody.
Gustavo said,
Okay.
Gustavo. Anyway, said that would be awesome. Darren
Okay.
Smith, yes. Jimmy Ducote, yes.
And there are some
Richard
people
Bartley.
on YouTube that don't get on Facebook, so they would be, I'm sure that they would be like to see this
Darren
stuff
Smith
too.
says you could create a playlist just for these. Gifts
For
and
these,
shit.
Facebook Lives. Yeah. Yep. Well, then I will try and do that. Okay. So, secondly, I want to go over, somebody asked last night about how to find old videos. So, if you guys haven't seen this is the channel search. When you get to our main channel, which is Old Dave 100. Oh,
There you
is
go,
that
that's
better?
better. Uh-huh.
When you get to our main channel, Old Dave 100, you'll see something that looks like this. I've gone over this on a lot of different videos, but in case you guys haven't seen it. And then you will see this little spyglass down here. This is the channel search window. When you click on that, that's a channel search window that searches just our channel. Now, if you're doing it on a smartphone,
Hi, Frank.
then what you do is you whatever you're looking for, let's say you're looking for a video on outset letters, then you would go on your smartphone and you would type in our channel, which is Old Dave 100. That's our channel. And then whatever it is you're looking for, if you know what the number is that you're looking for, number 425 or whatever it is, then just put the hashtag 425 and it'll go right to it. If it's more of a subject kind of thing, then just type Old Dave 100 and then whatever the subject is, and then it should search just our channel.
Matt says he's rocking this Sawdust Makes Me Happy t-shirt too.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that, buddy. So I get a lot of questions. How do I find this video? And if you guys need a link to a video that shows you how to search that channel search, I've got 2 or 3 videos on it. One of them is Coffee and Questions 5/21/18. But if you guys need to find those,
I'm sorry, Frank says it's excellent video and audio.
wow, okay. Well, maybe it's clearing up now.
Jimmy, is it Ducote?
Ducote, yeah.
Says this Cajun likes Eric and Vicky.
Thanks, Jimmy. That does sound like a Cajun name. Okay, well, we'll keep going then. So, if you guys need a link to a video that shows the channel search, email me directly, Eric at makeawoodsign.com. I think I swallowed a piece of ice. Okay, so that's that.
Frank Jenkins says this half Cajun does too.
All right, so let's see. That is, I got a question, and it was obviously somebody brand new.
Hi, Bruce.
Are our router bits available in stores? The router bits that we sell on our website are all Amana bits. So it's very possible you could find them in the stores. You won't find them in Home Depot or Lowe's. Don't even look. Don't ask them what a profile bit. They'll look at you strange. Anyway, so it's possible you could find those bits in stores, but they'd probably be like a Woodcraft or a Woodworker Source down in Phoenix, or someplace like that, maybe a Rockler. But all of our bits again are Amana, so you could find wherever you can find an Amana dealer, you may be able to find our bits. But as you know, we've got them on our website as well. So, some sign carvers of the day. We tried to do this the other day, and it didn't work out because it was too blurry, and I deleted it. So I'm going to do them again. And
I'm
let's.
not going to try to zoom in.
Yeah, don't try and
Because
zoom
of
in.
the focus.
I don't think these are pretty good pictures, so I don't think you need to. So Shirley Hall Fleeman.
Andy said it's fun to ask them at the Home Depot.
Oh yeah, just to see that look on their face. Yeah, third sign, and this is really for a third sign. That's really impressive, Shirley. Those are tough letters to do. Depending on what bit you're using. I don't know. You didn't tell me what bit you're using, but those are not easy to do for your third sign. You did really, really well. Very good, Shirley.
Tessa asked, is there any palm routers that have a good work light already on it?
None that work good enough for me. The DeWalt 611 does have 2 little LEDs. The only time that is enough light for me is if I'm carving in the dark. If you're carving in the pitch dark, it's plenty of light. But if it's daylight outside, never enough light for me. Yeah, the Porter cable doesn't. The DeWalt's the only one that's coming to mind that has the little LED lights in it. There might be some others, but I don't know what they were.
Bosch Colt has them in.
Does the Bosch Colt really? Okay. Well,
Jimmy
there's
DeCote says looking forward to trying the new bits, still using old ones.
yeah, the new bits, especially the carving liner. That thing is a game changer. You can ask any of these guys here that's used it. The carving liner is so much better than the SC50. It's light years ahead.
Frank says he totally agrees.
Good point, Frank. Yeah, Frank, definitely.
Justin Hillerton says I found a Mace Force from Menards that has 2 LED lights.
Max Force, I think. Is it Max? M-A-X Force?
M-A-S-T-E Force.
Oh, Mace. I've never heard of that one.
All right, Darren, I'll answer when you email.
Okay. Greg Clark. So these are some little name signs that Greg did. I don't know if these were Christmas gifts or what they were, but again, a pretty good picture. So hopefully you guys can see that.
Darren Smith says the carving liner is the bomb.
It is. It really is a great bit.
I'm not going to try to zoom in, James, simply because of the focus and the blurry.
Yeah. Here. Maybe that will help. I don't know.
I don't
maybe
know.
maybe that'll be
I'm
worse. I don't know.
There you go.
That might be worse.
I don't know if that's any better or not. There's that one. Hand me the other one there. No. The other one.
Oh. Shirley.
Shirley.
And the third one is Tessa.
Tessa. Look, Tessa.
Look, Tessa, look.
Hey, that's a pretty awesome barn there.
Great job, Tessa. Great job, guys. So I'm hoping those actually show up. But what I'll do is I've got...
I'm sorry, Gustavo, he says he's been out for a while. What's the carving liner?
The carving liner is a super fine detailed bit that takes the place of the SC50. If you were following us before when I was using different bits, the SC50 is the one I would use for super extreme detail. The carving liner, in my estimation, is a much better bit, and it's the one I use now in place of the SC50. So super extreme fine detail, does a terrific job.
Leon Martin says, does those lights you showed yesterday use a lot of batteries?
You know, I don't know, Leon. I'm still trying them out. I carved for a couple hours today, and they're holding up just fine. So I really don't know what the battery life is going to be in those. It's all kind of experimental right now. So I do like up until right now, man, they work great. I really like them. So that's about it, guys. That's all I got. Questions? Well, I think we might have lost a lot of people from the first one, and they didn't come back in. I don't know, but you know, if there's one person out there watching, you know, I'm appreciative and humbled that you guys would take any of your time to watch what we do. Hey, Lon. Hope things are all right up there in Canada, up on the north border. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Gustavo said, I haven't carved for a while now. I've been out busy with work. Essential worker.
Oh, thank
Barn
you.
template. It's a template I made for Tessa that I'm thinking about using for the template of the month next month, but I haven't decided.
Oh, that was that one.
Thank you, Lewis. He said we love you guys.
That really, that barn template
That
came
barn
out
came
good.
out really nice.
Yeah, that was Tessa's idea. She asked you to do that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So if you guys have special things that you'd like a template for, a layout template for, I can't say that we could do it for sure, but email Vicky and run it past her, and maybe. We just did one for Vernon the other day.
Yeah,
They
I've
came
got
out
somebody
really
that
nice.
asked me for a couple now, but they're just too big. Lon says he's working up on the Alaska Highway.
Wow, on the Alcan. Yeah. I've never driven the Alcan, but my sisters both have driven it multiple times because my sister Renee is in Anchorage. So
Bob, send Eric email with picture of a couple of your signs, and he will get back with you.
Sign Carver's directory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Richard Barclay says, is it better to use an air compressor over a blower vac for the reveal? Just trying to figure out what to get, just starting out.
Well, I don't think one is better than the other as far as doing the reveal, blowing the sawdust off the sign. However, if you're ever going to go into, doing any spray finish with, with a critter or some kind of HVLP gun, then that's where a compressor would really come into play. You really don't, until you have a compressor, you really don't appreciate how much you use it. We use our compressor. We have, how many compressors do we have? We've got like 4 compressors, and we use them all on a regular basis to air up tires. And a compressor is a great tool to have. So yeah, I would vote, if you can afford a compressor, get a decent compressor.
Gustavo, can I call you Gus? This is crazy. I can't even say your name. My goodness. It says, where do you guys get wood? I live in Central Valley, California, and we don't have anything here.
Yeah.
Everything is expensive for hardwood.
Ryan, my son, lives in the Central Valley in California.
No, Tessa. She said, I think we need a day with Vicky to ask questions.
So Ryan lives in the Central Valley. He gets his stuff from Lowe's and Home Depot. The cedar fencing, he can get much better cedar fencing over there in Central California than what I can get out here. He can get redwood, he can get select pine, just from Home Depot and Lowe's. So that's where Ryan gets most of his stuff. And then he found some sources of live edge stuff too.
Yeah.
You can
Right
look
down the
on
street from
yeah,
him.
you can look on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. There could be some people that have some live edge stuff over there. You guys are close to, if you're in the Central Valley, you're right there next to the Sierras. Chances are there'll be some people that are selling live edge stuff. Whether how expensive it is, I can't tell you.
Darren
But
Smith says, I use my compressor while carving as well to keep my project clean while carving.
yeah,
Matt, I'm not going to read what Matt wrote.
okay,
He said, I like to suck better than blowing.
okay.
And Matthew?
Yeah, see, I don't use my vacuums as vacuums. Almost always I use them as blowers. I learned a long time ago, when you use them as a vacuum, that hose, if you get it close enough, it can pull it right to the board, and then all of a sudden it marks up the board. So I always use a blower, and I get grief for it on a regular basis because it blows it in the air. And anyway, but I use a blower all the time. I don't hardly use a vacuum for that. So, but then again, I'm carving most of my stuff, well, all of it really nowadays. For several years, I've been carving outside on a patio rather than inside. So that makes a difference too.
Any other questions?
Questions? So we have had terrible luck with YouTube Live, and it appears that we're having much better luck with Facebook Live. So I think we're going to stay with Facebook Live, but tomorrow night, definitely. Friday nights is always going to be YouTube Live. So you guys don't look for us here tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be on YouTube Live.
I have a question for you guys. What do you think about, because we do these 6 days a week, what do you think about on Saturday if Eric does one? Hi, Jen Collins. If Eric does Saturdays, like late afternoon, like around 11, something like that.
Jen Collins, how are you, Jen?
Frank says we didn't get fussed at for using them at the seminar. Oh, well. Deanne Ginkle. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, Deanne.
Okay, well.
Okay. What did they say about your Saturday morning
I
thing?
haven't heard anything yet. What do you think about a Saturday morning instead of a Saturday evening, guys?
We'll ask you
And
tomorrow
gals.
night. We'll ask tomorrow night on the YouTube Live, too.
Okay, it's really, really getting warm in here by this light.
Yeah, it's almost time to turn the air conditioners on out here.
Just need to know the time. We will let you know tomorrow. Yeah, Justin said that would be perfect.
Okay.
Great, been busy, missed talking to y'all.
So Saturday morning,
So
if
like we're around 11?
it's 9 o'clock here, that would be noon Eastern time. 3-hour difference.
No, Matt, not at 4:30 a.m.
No, probably not. No, not if you want Vicky to look at. Yeah, that won't happen. But we probably 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning, which would put it middle of the day. How's
We'll have to talk about that.
in the east?
I still
11
gotta
or
get orders and stuff out.
11 or 12 midday for you guys. That's kind of
Frank
what we're
says set
thinking.
the time, I'll set the alarm. Yeah, we'll let you know for sure, but tomorrow.
Tomorrow
on
night.
the live.
Yeah. And then I'll probably, if we decide, and then I'll probably make an announcement on Facebook tomorrow what time we're going to be tomorrow night, which is 6 p.m.
Jen Collins
Eastern.
says 9 a.m. in California is coffee time for me.
Yeah, perfect. Videos and coffee. Coffee and questions.
Saturday morning.
So we'll let you know on Facebook tomorrow and on the YouTube Live tomorrow night what time we'll be doing it Saturday morning.
Bruce Peters says calling for 40 degrees tonight. No AC for a while yet. It's like
Oof.
85 here right now.
Yeah,
it's hot.
it's warming up out here. Finally. All right, guys, that is good. That is it. We're going to call it a night. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe. And we'll all get through this thing. So we love you all. And if you have any questions that I haven't answered here, then please email me, eric@makeawoodsign.com. So if you see this later and it's not live and you have questions, eric@makeawoodsign.com. And I'm happy to help answer all your questions and, use them on here. So to help everybody else out. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Good night. Stay
Have a
healthy.
great night. Love you guys.
Darren Smith says send the warm weather my way.